Hey there, YouTube land, and today I'm going to do something a little bit different. It's a review, but it's a different type of review. Those Criterion month, I want to stay in the Criterion style of things, sort of. But I'm not reviewing a Criterion or a movie that I think is going to become a Criterion, or even a movie at all. I'm not reviewing a box set. I'm not doing unboxing. I'm reviewing a single episode of a series that many of you may not know, and it had ended years ago, and you can catch it on Hulu Plus and places like that. But I grew up with it. Like I mentioned out here, I'm way more serious now than I used to be. I was pretty off the wall wacky, and I didn't mind that. It was fun. I was fun, and I went back to want to watch something different tonight, and I wasn't in the mood to watch something that was long enough to be a movie, but I wanted to watch something that would resonate a lot and to give me something to think about. And of all the things that I chose to watch, I chose to watch Mork and Mindy. And now, if you're not familiar with it, Mork and Mindy was a series that propelled Robin Williams, who I'm sure all of you know, to stardom, and caused some personal issues within his life as well. It also starred Pam Dabber, who was a big star back then, a much bigger star at the time than Robin Williams was. Robin Williams had done a couple of guest spots on the show Happy Days, and he was a stand-up comedian. Now, as somebody that struggled writing stand-up and stuff when I was younger, I can truly empathize with the work that is put into stand-up comedy. It's really, really hard work. But why Mork and Mindy, and why am I talking about it right now? I'm going to talk about a specific episode that was very meta and very unique in its day, and in many ways very, very sad and prophetic. One of Robin Williams' best friends was a guy by the name of John Belushi, which I'm sure many of you know from, of course, Animal House, his Thomas Saturday Night Live, and just, well, John Belushi was a legend. He was one of the great comedians of his time, and sadly, some people just know John Belushi nowadays through his brother Jim. But if you haven't checked out some of his great work in the early Saturday Night Live stuff, there's some amazing stuff that's there. Anyway, Mork meets Robin Williams was the name of the episode, and it was different. In this one, it's acknowledged that there is a Robin Williams that is famous, and he is a comedian and does TV. He does films, and Mork, played by Robin Williams, looks like him, but he doesn't really see it at first, and it's kind of like it's an ongoing joke within the series, typical joke thing. But as he comes to find looking like a celebrity isn't exactly all it's cut up to be, and he basically gets attacked in the streets, ripping his clothes off and stuff like that, and it comes to the point where he gets mistaken for Mr. Williams and gets brought into the dressing room with Mindy. Mindy's been looking to do an interview with Robin Williams because she works at a station. That's what she is. She's a reporter, and they get to meet. Mork meets Robin Williams. Mindy meets Robin Williams, and they talk. They talk about what it's like to be in that spot when you first get there, and in a way, it's kind of Robin Williams getting to talk about what's like for him at this point. At this point in the show, where it had gotten so popular and so overwhelming that it made it hard for him to go outside, or talks about how it was hard to say no, and that's why he worked a lot. And a lot of times that happens with, especially with comedy, is that you feel guilt when you do good. Comedians, actors, a lot of just people that want to be in front of the camera, crave the attention to do well, but feel guilty when they get it. it's like a catch-22 situation. And some comedians and some actors and stuff can handle it. That's kind of what the show's all about. At this point in reality, off screen, Robin Williams was not handling it well. There was cocaine, serious drug addiction, and in a way, it was a cry out to let him breathe. It would take another year before people would understand exactly, before Robin Williams himself too would understand exactly how tragic it could get, because a year and a month after Mork Meets Robin Williams aired, John Belushi died of a drug overdose at a tragically young age, and Robin Williams lost one of his best friends and his party guy. And it kind of wakes you up a bit. Kind of makes you realize that anybody can go at any time. And it's important to understand how you want to deal with it. And Robin Williams dealt in this episode. He spoke. And he didn't listen for another year or so. And he had serious issues. Robin Williams is going to have a great career. Would become a great actor, not just comedic, but a great dramatic actor in films like Insomnia and 1 Hour Photo. But going back to watch this like little episode of a at the time popular series was eye-opening. And you, at the end of every episode, he does because Mork is an alien, he goes to his home planet, like kind of metaphysically, and he does a report. He reads out his report. Kind of like today when you do PowerPoints and stuff, like your prezzies and stuff. Or you come on here to his boss, which is Orkin. Yeah, Orkin. And he tries to explain to him that celebrity is a double-edged sword. And Orson doesn't get it until he starts to mention, like, actors and singers, musicians' names. He mentions people like like John Lennon, who of course was assassinated, and just many, Jimi Hendrix, many, Elvis Presley, many of the people that had passed on. And rather than go for the this last little funny bit, it just fades to black. And it's an extremely intelligently written episode in the midst of a lot of like crazy stuff that was going on. It's very meta, very ahead of its time, and that's what I wanted to do. I didn't want to just take a random episode of a TV show and just say, here, let's review this. I wanted to bring to light one of the little gems that's out there that you can see and you can enjoy. And I hope you do get the chance to just forget that it's a 70s sitcom or whatever. And if you got Hulu, even if you got the regular Hulu, go in, check it out. Mork Meets Robin Williams. It's the 3rd season episode. They got like 20-something episodes there if you have the regular Hulu, and that one is included. And just see shards then of his kind of glimpses of the actor that Robin Williams would become, that was within him. And kind of understand that this, wherever you're at, you're on here, or you're making a film, or you're doing a TV show, or you're hoping to make it to big. And I know I have a lot of friends that want to go on, want to do film, where they hope to go like big with the YouTubey thing. I'm not a big like celebrity YouTubey guy. I'm just kind of me talking on the camera. That's pretty much what it's going to be. I'm never going to be one of those 100,000 subscriber type guys, and I'm pretty much okay with that. I got friends on there that I like, and this is pretty much what I do. But there are people that do long for that. And myself, if I was doing anything that way, I would definitely be going towards film. But maybe someday, who knows? Not on the camera, behind the camera. I like the behind the camera thing. Here is where I get to talk personally. It's just good to know and look around and see everything, like the different layers of it, and to put yourself in someone else's shoes. And at times it seems glamorous, and at times it is. Being a celebrity is not like it's not the poor me job, but there honestly is poor me aspects to it that some people don't understand, and that's sad. That being said, I would love to have the money and the fame of a celebrity for a day or two, just to know what would you want to be in that place? Would you want to be as famous as a Jay-Z or Beyonce or Rob Williams? And really think about that before you say yes, because you've given up a lot. It may be a great trade-off. You may think it's the perfect trade-off for you, but you can go to the grocery store and walk around. You can hang out with your friends or your loved one, or your girlfriend, your wife, your kids, and walk outside and get a can of milk and go to a theater with a bunch of your friends, or go see a game, go to a bar, watch FIFA, whatever. But is it fun and rewarding to be there? It is. It definitely is. And there's so many great things about celebrity. So many fantastic things. Money, women, or men, I guess. And but there's a trade-off, and it's just good to know what the trade-off is. And if at the end of the day, it's really worth it. Mork meets Rob Williams. Worth checking out. Worth thinking about. Got all dark and mysterious. Thanks for watching, and for me right now, the Superman cup is empty. And there's the ultimate celebrity for you. And it's time for tea. Have a great night.